Just darkness. Why is this load screen not loading? It should say stream starting soon. So they have a couple seconds to just like chill. Now you're just chilling in the dark with me, apparently. This isn't loading. I'm out in the dark. Yeah, Serene. I don't know, my stream started soon, screen isn't loading, but this camera is. Hello. I was just like setting up and I was like, well, that's not gonna load, so let's just jump right in. Is this working? Does it seem choppy? It seems choppy on my end all the time. It's morning for me. Matt, did you dye your hair and face and stain all of your things? Oh, yes, I did. Thank you for asking. How you doing, Serene? Serene? Serendipity. So hard for me. Sweet. Yeah. I just, for some reason, it was, I had it set to this stream starting soon screen. And now it's gonna work. This is what I had it set to, but it was just showing as a black screen of death. So I don't know what was going on there, but let's look at this ugly mug. Rest our sketchbook. How you doing today? It must be sort of morning for you. I don't know exactly where you are, and you don't have to like where you're located, I guess. But I think you're in the Western Hemisphere, perhaps. Like I am. Some people I know that are across the world. It's crazy. Okay, excuse me. Well, I don't know where I should put this coffee because this is gonna get in the way. Where I put it? That's good back there. That's good. Good morning, or good day, or good evening. Let's get out of this ugly face here. My morning face. Oh. Aurelio Art. Check out aurelioart.bsky.social. We were drawing last time our Fanforge Friday. Check it out. We were drawing what else to look at? Hi. Excuse me. We were drawing some different OCs of different artists and friends. And Sarah, sorry I didn't get to Ooble. I wanted to find that one that I couldn't find it the other day on the stream. I should get more prepared, but he had the cape hands. It was so cool, and I wanted to try and do something like that with those hands, and I was trying to find the right reference because it was so like, it had such a clean like face and hands and everything in that pose, and I was just like, oh, it was such a clean reference, and then I couldn't like figure it out where it was. But anyway, I want to do some of your characters on one of the next streams. Hopefully I don't want to keep putting it to the next one, but you were saying as well that, yeah, let's get rid of this guest name first of all. See, I was going to do a sketchbook, so I don't really have anything on this screen to look at. Yeah, you were saying that some of these streams are at your work time, so I don't know what time you're again, tell everyone what your whole schedule, but my work times are that this week I'll be starting rehearsals tomorrow all during the days, so all the streams basically will have to be at night if I can do them at all. So I was just going to pull up that other Fanforge Friday one just for fun while we're staring at a screen here before I get this stuff set up. But Serene Chat is one of our awesome patrons and Discord members and followers on our Blue Sky, which we switched back to warpedworlds.bsky.social. You can check out World Serendipity. They got some comics. Where is this thing saved? I promise I know what's happening. I'm tired. I'm always tired. Who isn't always tired? Neat. There we go. Finally. Alright, this is what we worked on last week. This is, or yeah, 2 days ago, I guess. This is my screen's way over here now. It's all messed up. This, well, I mean, I think you kind of saw some of it, but this was our Fanforge Friday of our last 2 OCs a couple days ago. You're gonna check out the replay. Anyone, feel free, drop a like. So this is their character, Alexander Aurelio's character, Serix, and this is Vivia. And their original characters in the Star Wars universe. So I kind of chibified them, and it turned out okay. Kind of like it, but you know, not a masterpiece. You know, things aren't super clean or perfect, but you know, spent some time. We had a good time. Anyhow, whoa! Mrs. A's in the house. Yeah, I didn't even check the chat. Hi, you're gonna be learning for a bit as I make beds and prep for bedtime. Oh yeah, I guess so. Well, half of this is my eye mask still, but yeah, I darkened my hair for the role. I did it last night, so I got like some staining around the edges and stuff. Then I darkened the old facial hair. I can. Yes, I don't. He doesn't really have much of a chin thing here, anyways. I'm gonna probably get rid of this strap, but. Oh, thanks, Serene. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It was, again, like trying to go a little bit more sort of the, yeah, like I said, cartoony, chibi, warped worldsy style, because like if I get carried away with a little bit too much, like already this one I kind of went a little more rendered with this one than some of the other ones, but otherwise I get too crazy and I try to do too many like effects and lighting, and then it's like turns into a disaster. Anyhow, good to see you, Miss A, and happy bedtime ish, getting set up. But yeah, thank you. Dark hair. Well, I guess you didn't say. Good thing you just said. Surprise, but yeah, I got dark last night. Okay, let's see if I did this right. I want to try to see if I can flip this camera upside down. So it's gonna be disorienting for a couple seconds here. How did I do this before? Is this the right one? Yes. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay, so it's reversed and backwards. Yeah, that should be right. And then we go, we take this, and we go, we got this. Okay, now you're just looking at like my scratched up desk. Ha! Sketch! It's working. Okay. Move this. Cords in the way. We can probably. How much? I don't want to go too much higher than that, because then. Yeah, it was supposed to be upside down so that we could flip the camera this way so that. Is it too weird that my hand is back? Wait, yeah, so this camera is always going to be, it won't be on my face, so I might as well just turn off that hand cam completely. Boop. Yeah, the nice cheap sketchbook. This should have been my opener. Sketch. 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 Okay. I'll admit, do I have to talk with my hands now? Is this, it still feels like it's choppy. I don't know if it is as choppy as it is. Hopefully not. Oh, I got the black spot too from tying my hair. I guess there was a hole in the gloves. So of course the day I go to show my hands, my beautiful, beautiful hands, I'm scared. I am scared to start a sketchbook, so that's why we're gonna do it. Not that scared, but I'm a little bit scared. I was gonna be like, It's got some pretty nice paper, but it's a little bit thin, so I don't know if we can really... Is this too close? Are we like too zoomed in, maybe? I don't know. At least we can maybe get a bit more of the paper at the beginning here, and then we can adjust some stuff, yo. Crooked. I've never done this before. It's too dark. There's a shadow. It's fine. Wait, I got this light. Matt, why don't you set this all up before? I did, sort of. A little bit better. All right. Well, like I was saying, I'm just kind of scared, and I was going to be like, let's start somewhere in the middle. It's thin paper, so I don't know how much we can really get away with. Can't do too much paint, I don't think. I don't know what to sketch. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to draw. I don't know what to sketch. I don't know. I kind of want to leave that one, maybe. First one just as like a buffer. Let's start with this one. Purple. Let's do pink. This yellowy orange. How about this? Sure. That green. What's this? Blue. It's not very sharp. Fine, don't care. Perfect. Ooh. This is orange? A little bit darker orange. I don't want that orange. Yeah, let's go that orange. Get some red in here. Get all the rainbow. Where's my reds? I don't have red? Somebody took my reds. Really? I guess this is red. How many other colors are there? Red, blue, yellow. Is the music still on? Why? Chill so I can afford to turn it up again. I don't know. Last time it seemed a little bit quiet, but... God. Oh! Woohoo! All right, we're cooking. We're cooking now, baby. We're cooking. We started it. It's too late. It's like a band-aid. We're cooking. Okay, let's, what do we want to draw? Let's draw a tree here. Oh, yeah. Oh, my hand's in the way of all this. Green's in this. Green is getting pushed back. A little bush over here. And we got a path, just a little pathway here. Yeah. Back to when we're kids, man. That's what it's all about. So afraid. I'm also afraid of looking so bad. Our art, our clothes, their words, their identity. It's just, remember when we were kids? It was just so nice to just, whatever. Look at that. There is a cloud. Is it a tree? It's a reverse rainbow. Rainbows can go this way. How about that? Did you ever think of that? I don't think you did. I didn't think of that, but that's how this rainbow's going. A little bit more green in there. A little bit of like some purples in there. There we go. Some blue we can put this blue. This blue is dull. That's why we don't have a lot of blue. We can get some blue in there. Some blue in the sky. That's really showing up very well. All this music always keeps up as soon as I see it. Sweet. Okay, let's let the music guide us. Let's do a little bit more. So I learned from Mike Lynn here. McDonald's. Wendy's. Okay, down here. www.mmm. Super easy. Make some trees here. Professional dot. Professional leaves out there. I'm all for any suggestions, not that this isn't already a masterpiece. Oh, Matt, we showed up for this, and this is what's happening. This is what's happening. Oh, this is like, thanks for that. Thanks for sharpening it only on one side, pencil sharpener. It's okay. It's okay. That's what you get for having all these dollar store things, Matt. It's okay. It's okay. Because art doesn't have to be expensive, right? It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be hard. Try holding your pencil a different way. Why not? This way, look, this nice wrist motion. This is nice for gestures, for like some side shading. If you can see that very well, you can darken it up maybe. It's a little too bright. It's okay. It's okay, whatever you want. Maybe there's a tree here. Did we think of that before? Nope. This tree doesn't look like the other tree. It's okay. Just like Bob Ross that tree right in there. Happy little tree. So... Tree see-through? Sure. Why not? SpongeBob SquarePants. Everything is chrome in the future. I don't know that one.
Everything is chrome in the future.
I do know SpongeBob though. And a few times actually on the floor at the theater, I put a little squeaky. Oh, it's getting a little bit loud, eh? One's a little aggressive, deedly-dee, like some giant circus music screaming at us all. Take it easy. Take it easy. It's a Sunday morning, not a circus dance party. All right. Yeah, SpongeBob. I love their enthusiasm. It's a little bit of Lark's inspiration for sure. Is SpongeBob. So happy, just so kind. What a good little guy, that SpongeBob. What are we doing? What are we drawing? What are we doing? Let's see. What do we want to add in here? Do we want to add this grass here is looking good. And by good, I mean it's bugging me, but let's just, hey, if it's bugging you, let's add something. What do we think that is? Maybe it's a little, looks like a little lean-to camping thing. Maybe let's put a little, we got a little thing there or something, sure. This is a little camp zone. How's everybody out there doing? How's everyone's days? Look, who cares? This route goes all the way out to the path. We don't care. This route's just like, I'm going crazy. I'm a stump. Let's put an axe, a Viking accurate axe in there, because I don't know that, but I know somebody who does, and I'm sure this is not right, and it's not even in the stump. It's okay, it doesn't need to be in the stump. It's hovering. This is turning out left heavy. What are you doing, Matt? Nobody knows. Let's get some, it's black. Put over here. Who knows? We're thinking too much now. See, we're starting to think too much. Starting to try to do too much. You're stifling your creativity now. Let's put something in there. There's a bird. There's some birds in the background. It's okay. The most symbolic birds that ever were. Flap, 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 flap. Oh man, yeah. You're yeah, I don't like this. I'm going too I'm trying to draw too much now. Too detailed. Well, they did until I started making them all ugly, but thank you. Yeah, I saw some of your recent works on. Wow, I can't talk today at all. Recent works on Blue Sky this morning of your raffle winners, and they looked beautiful. I'm sure that your pencil crayon, your colored pencil skills pale in comparison to this, but you know, not everybody can be a master of colored pencils like me. That's not even centered. It's 4 people. I don't know. I should have planned this out a little bit better. What do you think we want to draw? I was just like, let's start a sketchbook and let's just go crazy. Let's do what? Where's my coffee's back here? All right. Well, that didn't even come through at all. Actually, you know what? If we're going to start stuff, I've never used my old markers. So if I'm gonna ruin pages, just try stuff like that. I've had these for so long, I never even tried them. So many art supplies. See, don't be afraid to use your stuff. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful thing. I was told something really beautiful one time from a person I knew. I guess I could say I still know them, but I'm not really close with them. But it was just in regards of using using your things, using the things that you love and that you buy and that you have, because too many times we save them for special occasions, and you know, our nicest china and our sorry, I don't know if you'd say that. Jeez, I don't know words anymore. Our nicest dinnerware. Anyways, my favorite art supplies. You know, you don't want to use the things because you're like, I don't know how to use them. It's like, anyway, she told me, use your medicine, because once you've used it, there will always be more, kind of thing, and it's pretty true. Okay, enough of that. Let's see, what is this? This one looks dark. They're probably too dark. These are some, this one's forest green. Let's see. What's going on today, Toby? Are these gonna work? Are these gonna bleed through like cray? Oh, okay. That's not so bad. How's it going, Tobias? Are you off today? Are you working today? What's going on? I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just make some marks. I don't know if these are gonna. Are they bleeding through? Oh, they bleed through. Nice. Yeah. See, that's gonna be not the best paper for that. I guess I can just do one sheet per, with like a piece of cardstock or something. Do I not have any kind of just... Yeah, that stuff. Crusties. Why not? See if that helps. It's still gonna bleed through one paper at least, but markers. I don't use markers very often. I'm scared. That's why we're doing this. We're breaking boundaries. We're breaking our own fears. We're trudging forward in art and creativity and inspiration and I don't know, all other fun stuff. Warm gray, eh? Oh, colorless blender. Well, that's nice. What, you use that first, I guess, sometimes? Let's see. Let's do a little bit of a colorless blender here, and then we'll see if we can maybe do a nice gradient. I don't know how to really... Read your markers, man. Oh, that's not... How the... That is not blended at all. Days off, going to Edmonton later tonight. Wait, you're not in Edmonton? I thought that's where you were situated currently. This is some tough stuff. How do you Yikes, how you blend markers? This is fun. Okay. Well, let's do what I was gonna do. I wanted to do... What is it? Should do some... I don't know exactly how they're drawn, but I want to draw some of like Mrs. A's lore there, some secret crystals or something. This is hard. Markers are weird. There's no Control Z. Doodaloo. A couple years ago. What? Did I not come to your place? Was it not in Edmonton? I am confused. Oh, that looks too pink now. Colors are so intense. It's pretty, but it's hard to work with if you're not used to them. Holy moly. They're just like, yo, I'm a marker. This is... Deal with it. Yikes. This is tough. Wait, I didn't cover this. Where's this lid? Matt, your markers are drawing out. Oh, it is this lid. Try your markers out, bud. Oh no. And then they got this thing going on where they have to like... You have to line up that? Why did they do that to me? Which way do they usually go? Go to the top. Oh, it's reversed. Anyways, I ain't got time for this. Doodaloo. I don't know what y'all want to do. I didn't expect to really be here. I feel guilty now. I was just like, oh, I'll just do some stuff fun, but well, that's what I am doing. But who knows what I'm doing? Well, let's do a green one for fun. That's really yellow. Take out all the markers, Matt. Matt's playing with his toys on a live stream. We can actually make this focused if we want. Let's maybe we can do like some anatomy drawings or something. I'm not very good with crystals either, apparently. Yikes. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Fluorescent orange, you say? Sure. I was drawing legs the other day. Could practice legs. I should have a theme. I should have an idea. Well, it is Halloween. That's what we should do. I don't know how to make poles. Do some sort of Halloween drawings. What can we do for Halloween? We could do a pumpkin. This is not pumpkin green. I mean, or orange either, I suppose. Let's... Not very good pumpkins. Let's draw some Halloween pumpkins. Why does your Sunday drawings always go so dark, Matt? I don't know. Like all my morning thoughts are all just like draw monsters, draw thorns on bushes, on vines. I guess I should actually focus on maybe something like Warp Worlds too, instead of just drawing randomness. I can get somewhere with my life. Ooh, yes, crystal this month. You got some crystal stuff too, I guess probably. Yeah, I think I've seen some of your crystally stuff, Aaron. Yeah, Serene's got some awesome like fairy worlds. Should draw some of that if I could, but again, like, I'm also like, I get all weird drawing other people's stuff because I'm like, I'm gonna just mess it up. These colors are always so dark. I don't know what to do with all this stuff. This is so weird. And I draw crooked and I could see it in the camera. Is the camera blurry? It's not blurry. No. This is Artism out there in the chat. If anyone wants to check out their art, you should, because it's awesome. And they got commissions right now. They're doing like daily draws. They're killing it. Doing they just did some raffle stuff. Oh, why does this like look exactly like the same color even though it's not? Just want like yellow eyes, but all the yellow looks brown. Gonna be super dark. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. See, I'm thinking too much. I'm trying too much. I'm all nervous. Like, screw it. We're. It's too late. It's too late. You've ruined it. Ooh, Sketchbooks is so weird. Especially drawing live. Oh god. Oh god. Plus I haven't actually really drawn traditionally in a really long time. And it's really weird. When I've been doing digital for so long, I didn't think it would really matter. I was like, that's fine. It's the same thing, right? It's not. Well, plus I'm drawing with like markers and stuff, which I'm never really used to. Mwahaha. Well, plus I don't have a lot of time today because I'm gonna go swimming. Like, I don't know. I feel weird now. Like I'm all putting all this pressure on myself to try and draw something cool. Let's see. Should have planned this out. Yeah, that bleeds through pretty good, eh? know I can't. Hands all my coffee hands. Oh god, I'm getting it on my tablet. I'm tying that out very well. Oh, it did. How do I make this just stay? What am I doing? I thought it was hoping it was gonna look like something. It just looks like splattered coffee. This looks like, let's see, what does that look like? Maybe a heart. Let's make that, we can make that into a heart. I'm not good at drawing hearts. Let's look up a heart. Screw this up. I should let it dry. And they got the tubies. Wait. Toby always puts a heart in Discord as an emoji. What's the reaction? Ah, literally the first thing I pulled up. That's what it looks like. Oh, I drew it so wrong. I mean, this is also an emoji. So I'm sure it's not accurate. It's close. I got this thing here, and then I got, yeah, like these bits, all these like tubules. Matt, why do you do this? You invite people and you're like, this is... Okay, seriously though, like, in all honesty, I don't want to waste anyone's time. I don't want this to be like so stupid. I want to do something kind of good. I don't know what to do here. I'm trying to not plan this out too much. Looks terrible. I'm sorry, everyone. What can we do? Let's try and turn this around. This is why I don't do sketchbooks, because then I start and I'm like, this is the worst. It's hideous. So everyone's gonna watch me have a artistic mental breakdown. Let's draw. Spark, our dragon toy. I bought this dragon toy for my pigeon and he hates it. He hates it so much. Like, he likes the other ones that have these little things that he can play with them and everything, but this one he just despises and he beats the crap out of it, which is okay because I think it's pretty cute. I like it. Let's try to draw something even remotely decent. Just playing around, but let's see if we can. So the shape is mostly a circle, obviously, a little bit. I'm just gonna rough this stuff in. Well, it's hard for you to see that probably, but I don't want to rough it too much more. Trying to measure, I would say the nose is kind of almost 1, 2, 3, 4 high kind of thing. If you're looking at it, maybe we can adjust these things a little bit later. And the eyes are pretty much almost half the size of the nose. Just off to the right and to the left a little bit. And you can indicate those tiny little nostrils. I think it does have a bit of a more of a point, but we can adjust that. Alright, and then we've got A little bit of their belly here. Doo doo. Their hands. You can see those. Just got 3, 1, 2, 3. We should, you know what? We'll even try to do a bit better, and we'll try to do some tips from artists in particular. And one of them was to make sure that, or to try to remember that each of your lines matters, so we can be more precise with these and just draw them as we see them instead of sketching them in all willy-nilly. Drop those lines in, boom. Confident lines. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they've got these, I don't know if you can really see this. Still, I'm all like, confident lines, but you can barely see these things. If we can do this a bit more this time. And if we want to give this sort of a round feeling, then we can put these horns a little bit into the form here. Again, I'm being loosey-goosey, but I should try to be a little more confident with my lines. Boom, drop them in a little bit too big, but loud and proud. Don't be afraid, drop them in. And this is a sketchbook, so you can sketch 50 times if you need to. It's not about polished work necessarily. You can. I think that's another thing that I find personally intimidating. As online, I find, especially you see a lot of sketchbook tours and sketchbook spreads and stuff that are just beautiful. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and you're just like, it's like crushing because like each page looks like its own masterpiece, and it's like, well, they're just sketching, but like every little thing looks amazing. And there are some, again, like techniques and tricks and things you can do to make your sketchbook pages and spreads look nicer, have nicer compositions, sort of finish each piece on its own and things like that. But also remember that the point of a sketchbook is, this is a little too pink, is to sketch, is to explore, is to have fun, is to also not have fun, also make mistakes, also get upset maybe a little bit sometimes. You know, you don't want to beat yourself up, but you create crappy stuff and move along. And that's why we got all these pages, and that's why we've bought a cheap sketchbook from the dollar store. It's a nice sketchbook, but I wanted to kind of like deliberately jump in and just kind of ruin it a little bit at the beginning, because I get upset with it, and it's way too easy to just get down on yourself and compare yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is definitely, like, or I say yourself, comparing myself to others is definitely on my journey one of my biggest challenges, and I think sort of the things that hold me back, and I think probably a lot of people. So I think, again, you just gotta kind of give it a shot. I am this darn pen.
Stupid pencil sharpener, dang it, man.
I have 1,000 pencil sharpeners. BRB. Oh, my heater's on still. Got it. Still listen to that. BRB. I'm still here, but I'm trying to find a pencil sharpener. I also have a battery-powered one, but of course the batteries are dead. Classic. Remind you to do something with crystals later this month. Yes, I want to know what that is now. I'm very curious. Serene. Okay, well, as I literally just switched pencils, but let's go back to this pencil we had here. Just blocking these. So these are on the same plane almost. Yeah. Sure. And how many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Try to just be confident with our lines. 1, 2, 3. And this one seems to swoop a bit more, but no symmetry ruler here. It's already a little off center. It's a little bit crooked, but it's okay. Nothing in life is really truly symmetrical anyway, so. Nothing, I say. And these eyes, let's just try to. We're gonna cover those with fur a little bit, anyways. If anyone out there has any suggestions on what to draw on this live stream, there's still some time, or on future live streams or anything, because you know, I want to do stuff that's obviously valuable to you guys, and I know I'm kind of messing around sometimes here, but I also do sincerely want, you know, to provide value, to maybe improve people's skills, to have some creativity and stuff like that. So I'm, you know, both messing around, but I also don't want to you know, I guess disrespect anyone's time for that matter, for lack of a better word. I know I'm never forcing anyone to be here, but I also, you know, want people to feel they, you know, there's a reason to come and that they're valued for being here, because you truly are. So thank you. Let's try to make something of this. And I don't know if again, I don't have a lot to offer in terms of technique. I guess I'm not really much of a teacher, but usually I used to use colored pencil usually growing up, so I'm a little more familiar with it than other things. So again, biggest suggestion that I've got, I guess, for colored pencil is just light to dark. Usually it's just easier to start lighter and build up your colors and tones, but I think that's pretty standard in most art, except for sometimes in digital, because it's really nice because you can paint light, but it's a little bit hard to paint. I guess paint, you can always go dark to light if you really want to, but dust bunnies. Oh, that's so smart. Yes, that's what I should draw. Oh, those are super fun. This is what, why do we have you people here? You're so just inspiring and creative. Try to get a little bit of this filled in, and then we'll do some dust bunnies maybe. I love that idea. And again, just having fun, just scribbling here a little bit of scribbles. As another artist friend of mine said in our Discord, which I thought was wonderful. This is a little bit, oh, this almost looks a little bit too furry, like too hairy here. These are actually, you can see that they have a little bit more chunks, a little bit more wisps, and I'm doing a little too hairy here. We can try to pull some of those out a bit. So as I was saying, an artist in our Discord, and also have their own YouTube channel and stuff. Their name is The Other James. They had said in their Discord they were talking about their drawing of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man for their Drawtober challenge, and they had mentioned the burns being composed of a lot of little choreographed scribbles. I hope I'm getting that right. And I think that, to me, is just a perfect description. It's like both you're scribbling and kind of having fun, but there is like a choreography to it. Like you want to, you know, find that flow a little bit, try to find these little wisps of fur here. Load some of these tufts. Under here gets a little bit darker, obviously, because it's around his little muzzle. If this is showing all that well, but hopefully it's showing up okay for you guys. Yeah, again, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what to talk about or what I can kind of give you guys any sort of tips or anything. I don't know. Just scribbling. But again, just using a pretty light touch for a lot of this right now, just to kind of fill in some of these shapes, and then you can kind of come in and clean stuff up and darken them up a little bit later. I like that this has it's got this edge, this little bit of ridge here, it's a little bit cut. See if we can kind of get that look going here. So we'll give this a bit of that edge here. Like these sparkles are not really going to be the easiest thing to do, but we can kind of play with that. I'm putting a little bit more weight just on some of the bottom here, just because it's sort of top lit, so any of the lines sort of underneath any of the forms here will get a little bit darker towards underneath here under the shadow. You can see we've got sort of like a bit of a gradient coming up here. And then again, we're just trying to sort of pick out some of these little shapes of fur. I don't want to go too crazy with all the rendering. Like I was saying, the more you sort of scribble, the more it'll look hairy, like more sort of, you know, little, I don't know if you can see that. Little hairs like that. So I don't want that too much, but and just lightly building things up a little bit here as you go. And you can even leave it almost white in this, this sort of lit area if you want, but this is pretty, sort of, if it's a little bit hard to see on the camera here, it's darker to me than it is on the camera, so I gotta remember to give you guys a little bit more, contrast. This purple's still a little bit pink, but we have other ones over here we can pick from. I don't know if you guys see, I guess nobody, so these are my pencil crayons, or colored pencils. It's kind of cool, make that one of my like wait screens, be right back, starting soon screens. But yeah, I got tons of supplies that I almost never use. Is the plushie from an IP? It's not from like an IP, like a game or a comic or anything, but it's, I think it's a Squishmallow, or I don't remember what they call them, but they've got like the weighted bottom, so they will like kind of always stay standing up kind of thing, which is pretty cool. But like I said, I bought it more just for the bird to play with, and I thought it was cute, but he does not like it. Oh, I think we ran out of music because I don't have a lot of chill stuff from where. I think it's gonna loop again, but that's okay. We're supposed to go swimming in like an hour, but Tara's still not up, so who knows? plushie, yeah, so I don't think the plushie's from like specifically like you know, like an IP like from How to Train Your Dragon or any of that stuff. Anyone seen the Dragon Prince TV shows? To me, I think those are pretty great. This horn's a bit big. It's like wider than this one. This one could be in an angle. This one's a little bit smaller than this one. You can see that a little bit more on my my screen than when I'm actually sort of drawing it. Beef this guy up a little bit more if we need to. Again, for when you're drawing basically in any form for the most part, I have a tendency to not do this as well, but to just always try to go less detailed to more detailed. So as you kind of build up, actually for this I should be doing this, maybe we could probably do like more of this sort of like little circle effect, and this will give you a bit more of that glittery look at the end. We've got here learning, practicing. Again, it's so hard for you guys to see what I'm doing here, I think, but I'll try to darken this. Basically, we're just making like little circles, just tons of little circles over each other, and then you can kind of like pick out ones that are a little bit darker, some that are a little bit lighter, and it'll eventually sort of give you that a bit of a glittery look to it. Sort of just combining some techniques from painting and drawing and such, but I don't know if you can see that. We'll do like a zoom in or like a full scan so we can kind of see what we're doing here. But sorry, maybe next time if we do another sketchbook stream, what we could do is maybe do it a little bit closer to my hand, a little bit more of an angle. Yeah, sorry, but the music's going to be all the same that we just listened to for the last hour, but I don't have anything else right now. I don't know if I'm talking too quiet. Speaking of the devil, I mean, the angel, I think my wife is up. Boom, boom. So this little pink area here is just it's again, I don't know how the colors are turning out on your image, but it's a little bit pinker than some of the other stuff. It's hard to tell, but too dark yet, but a little bit darker now. We can start to pull out some more of these really darker spots where there's like again, this is folded down a little bit for me, but like spots where they're really in the crevices here. Not so much on this because it's all very soft, but those are occlusion shadows, which basically means that there is no light hitting those spots in those little areas. So those are usually like in areas of like little grooves, or say like really under your armpit or something if you're drawing a portrait, things like that. You'll have these shadow spots that are just a little bit darker, almost black, because there's really almost no light hitting into that area or bouncing around in that area at all. But now we can sort of almost like doing a wash if you're painting, but just kind of like going over it with another sort of light pass, and it'll sort of darken everything that you've already got, as well as yeah, sort of fill in the spots that you don't have. So nice. Add a little bit of color. I won't spend too much longer on this. We can jump into some dust bunnies. But just want to give this a little bit more time here, because we were kind of just messing about at the beginning, which is fine. But I don't want to. No, I don't know. Again, like I don't know what's out there, and then I start getting all nervous. But what is that? The Hawthorne effect? I think when you're like, your behavior immediately changes as soon as you're being observed, which again, like, is pretty understandable. But see, this might look a little bit still too hairy. It's hard to tell from your angle maybe, but I think maybe we could still have picked out a little bit more of these sort of little wisps of hair that sort of collect together into this like triangle forms. But it's okay. It's a sketchbook for a reason. It's for experimenting. That's what we're doing, people. We're experimenting, we're drawing, we're growing, creating. That's what the world's about. That's what life is about. It's all philosophical and corny, but like, really, what else is life about than creation? Like, that is what it does. That's what it is. That's what we are a part of, is a big bang. Banging. It's not that it's over, it's just still happening. We're just a part of it all. It's still expanding. It didn't just happen and then now the universe is just here, I think. At least that's my opinion. I feel like we are still the Big Bang banging. We are still exploding. We are still forming and growing. And this is looking more like a Furby than this dragon, but I mean, this dragon does look a little bit like a Furby, I guess. Colors aren't very accurate, to be honest, but that's alright. And these horns and stuff are much more magenta than I've kind of made them. Alright. Add a little bit of blue maybe just to pop out some of these colors here. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little bit of black here too. Let's just try to darken out these eyes a bit. No flipping your canvas here. Well, I mean, you can look at it in a mirror or hold it up to the light from the other side. There's old school traditional tricks, of course. Take a picture with your camera, reverse it. There's ways. And I'm just using a fair amount of pressure here to give these a bit darker pull out some of these details maybe. Probably exaggerating a little bit here for the camera, but I feel like I went a little bit too low with this. It's okay. It's okay. I'll put a little bit of yellowish, because yellow and purple are complementary, a little bit on the opposite ends of the color wheel. I don't know. I always like to add probably too many colors, but okay. Well, we can go a little bit darker under here still. Also, some of these pencil crayons are like good quality and some of them are not. Like I've got some cheaper like dollar ones. I've got Prang, we've got Laurentian, we've got Barrel, some sort of no-name mystery, probably dollar store. Prismacolor Scholar. These ones are good. These are the best that I've got, I think. But they just all got kind of mixed in over time with everything. But my Prismacolors are my favorite. They're just so smooth. They blend nice. They've got... it's actually crazy how I just said that. And as I pick it up, it's like, yeah, what a difference. Like, okay, so I do say that you can obviously like create with whatever art supplies you have at hand, whatever you want. Don't get me wrong. But there are some nicer art supplies, of course, out there that that are, I guess, for lack of a better word, superior to some of the other ones. But you know, it doesn't mean that that should ever hold you back, hold back your art. An artist only as good as they are at their own, like, you know, skills and abilities. I think I don't think it necessarily comes down to the tools, and I think it's not even a skill or ability thing, I guess, as I say it. I think it's all right. Let's say that's good for now. Blue, I want blue in the eyes. I said it was good for now and I lied, but you have some of this skylight coming in, so the highlights in their eyes are actually a little more blue than white. All right, well, it's weird, but it's all right. Not perfect. I think we could have squished all of this feet, maybe stick out too much, you know. But hey, we're doing okay. We're just having some fun. Let's draw some dust bunnies. I like that idea. Oh, sure, we can do it on this page. Who cares? Dust bunnies are so simple. They're so fun. I like dust bunnies. No, let's do it on a different one. No, let's do it on this one. No, let's do it different. Who cares? Oh, Matt. No. It's gonna fall if I do that. Thanks, Tobias. That's alright. It's cute. Let's do, yeah, dust bunnies, man. Dust bunnies are super cute. They're just, like, honestly, another one of those, like, most of Warp World's the point, like I've sort of mentioned before on some of these streams, if anyone hasn't joined, but anyone who has, the point is that I'm trying to draw in a little bit more of, like, a childlike, loosey-goosey, just sketchy, fun way, both for me to have fun and also for others to feel like they can join in and never have to feel like it's required skill or you have to have like elite art skills to be able to draw, you know, and then submit some fan art or some fun stuff for Warp Worlds and some ideas. Oh, actually, that reminded me. Speaking of ideas, Tobias, if you're in the chat still, you mentioned, excuse me, dust. We're not woo's mites, and it was like 2 in the morning last night, and I was like, I just want to draw something for a couple minutes. So I set a 7-minute timer. So it's not a good drawing by any means. But I was like, I just want to draw something so I feel like inspired to draw in the morning kind of thing. This was my idea of like a woo's mite. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just like all messed up and like bulbous, and like all its legs are just all over the crazy place, and like bits. I don't know what you had in mind for it, but the woos is usually kind of all multicolored and warping on its own. And then I thought, like, as they can kind of like maybe combine into like this like woos might, almost like a goo, like they almost combine into each other and like separate out into separate mites, and then kind of like take over areas and just like spread across like the forest and just woos. Oh, that's weird. It like made the colors better when I cover the light, but color's a little more purple and blue than it might look on here. But anyway, I don't know, it was like super rough, but I was just trying to play with your ideas, and I think that was really a cool idea of like the woo's mite and the woo's mightier, the woo's mightiest. But it might be a really good thing for in our world of Wildwoods, or yeah, I think Wildwoods would be perfect, because I was thinking maybe one of the other jungle worlds or something, but mites just seem very foresty at the beginning. I think that'd be really scary to be like, what? These things, one is fine, but when they like turn into a flood of woo's mites, maybe it's not so good. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you had in mind, but that's what came to me in the middle of the night. Yeah, exactly. It's super sticky, making them stick together when they make a colony. Colony, that's the word I was trying to think of. I was just like, the group that makes a goo. Yeah, colony, like they stick together. Yeah, I love that. Well, I guess we're gonna do dust bunnies, but if we're just saying like, you got like, yeah, your woos mites here or whatever. Mites? What are mites? Decapods? I don't really remember. Again, trying to draw them simple on purpose, but also like fun for me, and just like, oh, you can't see that. Gotta do these so much darker. But yeah, that would be super cool. They're like sticky, like, oh, get them off of me. They're just gooey, but yeah, and then they would like stick to each other kind of thing. And like sort of spread out from each other, and then yeah, as they like stick together, they would like form just this like colony of legs and eyeballs, and just the woos mites are coming. Got distracted again, but hey, that's what we're doing. I appreciate everyone's suggestions, and by everyone, it was mostly Mrs. A, and then I didn't draw what she said yet. Oh god. I don't know. You get the picture, maybe, maybe not. It's just like a big colony of gooey terrible coming at you. Oh god. Oh goodness. I always say, oh god, I'm sorry. Again, I have to be careful with my language, and I'm sorry that I never mean to offend anybody with things I say, using the Lord's name in vain, or, you know, blaspheming, any of that. And I am being sincere. I know sometimes I sound like I'm sarcastic, but seriously, I never do. I never want to, offend anybody. So I'm sorry if some of the way I say things, but I gotta watch out. You should hear the way I talk when I'm not online. No, I'm not a very, I guess I wouldn't say I'm a judgmental person, but I am sarcastic and I do say a lot of offensive things, so I have to watch out for that. Most of the time, it's on purpose because it's again, it's like sarcasm, it's sardonic, it's like I'm mocking the absurdity of it, which, doesn't necessarily make it not offensive or make it right if it hurts somebody. So that's why I don't ever want to offend anyone. But I like to make jokes because I feel like the world is ridiculous, and some of this stuff is just like all you can do is make a joke about it almost, because it's like, how can this be? How can it be the way it is? And it is the way it is, and that's how it goes. And it's just like, so I laugh at stuff a lot, but I'm sorry if I ever, I never mean to make light, and I never mean to, say afraid. I don't know if I'm polite as can be, but thanks, I try. I just, again, I like to be careful. I think I want us all to have fun and have humor, and I think the world should be a lot less concerned, but I know I'm a sensitive person personally, and I know that things can be easily misconstrued, especially online, especially in text form online and stuff. So I'm like, get very scared. I use a lot of emojis. That's just me because I'm an expressive person in the first place, I think. And I just think they're really funny and the cute little pictures, and it's just like, I like painting a picture. But I also sometimes use them as a bit of a buffer to try to ensure that people know it's a lighthearted comment, or, that I mean it sincerely or something like that. So as weird as it is, I hope my emojis never come off as insincere sometimes when I'm putting like prayer hands or like heart hands, because I mean them as like legitimately like thank you so much and like thank you and love you, but I can't say that every time, so I'm putting, all right, I'm reminiscing, I'm talking too much. Dust bunnies. As I was saying, dust bunnies and most worlds are supposed to be just fun for me to draw and fun for everybody. So they're literally just whatever, like they're just any shape you kind of want, sort of like a dusty, cloudy bunny shape, and then they usually have another dusty, cloudy bunny shape at the end, which is usually their tail, and then they have two big loops usually, which is their ears, and then sometimes I put these little swirlies in their ears, swirls. And then usually they're just sort of like flat. They kind of look almost just like flat on the ground, but you can also draw them. You can sort of have them whatever they want. And then sometimes I'll do a bit of this sort of back leg kind of thing. And then I'll sometimes put some little, like, I don't know if you can see the little sort of paw things, but their front paws are pretty small, so I don't always draw them either, and their faces are basically just 3 dots, almost equally spaced. 1, 2, 3. Or you can do them like a little bit more curved if you want for the eyes or whatever. And then 3 whiskers on each side. Boop, boop, boop. And that's about it. But then again, I go crazy and I add other details and stuff. So sometimes I'll put some little spots and little stuff because they're made of dust. So I put little like other little tufts and puffs around them, bloop, just to make them look like they're kind of like actively dusting everywhere. Sometimes I put little like weird scriggly hairs coming out of them, or just some hairs floating in the air. Just some little. Don't say pubes. Okay. Or something. They're just curly hairs, okay? They can be any kind of hairs you want. You're ruining it. You're making it weird, man. But yeah, I don't know. So dust bunnies are just whatever, and I like drawing them because they're fun. So let's draw some little dust bunnies. Let's see. They poof in and out of existence. Oh, goodness, I keep messing up this thing. All right. I just dropped a subtle F-bomb. Sorry, it slipped out. Okay. Yeah, they poof in and out of existence, which is really cool. So let's... Oh, you can't see that. I keep drawing with such light colors and it's not going to work. I always forget to breathe. These are their little paws in the front, like meow. Poof. I can read that. Oh. No. No. Sure. Why did you draw at the bottom of your thing? Poof. Oh, what time is it? 12:29. Okay, we got some time. Not too much time though. I should probably get going in the next 15, 20. Poof. They, yeah, one of their moves is telepoof, so they can telepoof in and out of existence and basically multiply that way. So then there's little tiny dust bunnies. Boop, 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 boop. Usually have bigger ears, kind of, per proportion kind of thing. Boop. Poof. And they come in all kinds of different colors because they're dust. So usually in Blandia they're kind of grays and browns and purples, just because Blandia is kind of that way. Sometimes there's like really old dust bunnies, so they're a little bit scrufflier. I don't want to go into that. Gosh, I'm drawing too dark or too light. Sorry, everyone. Just have fun. Just have fun with it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. About have fun. It's about being expression, not impression, I guess. Doodaloo. Oh no. Man, every time I think I'm coloring dark, when I look at the screen, nobody can see any of that. Little old dust bunny. Oh. Alright, I know what I should do before I forget. I should do a wonder card reveal. We're supposed to do one every day on our live streams. Poof. I keep forgetting to set it all up on the screen. Let's do a live. Let's do a. We're doing it. We're doing a wonder card reveal. And maybe we'll. Little Dusties! Should have drawn them on a different page. Oh well, it's a sketchbook for a reason. It's for fun. It's for fun. I want to draw your characters, everyone. I feel all weird. I want to draw Joe, but he's so handsome. Your likenesses are always so great. I was trying to remember. I'm like just spaced out here, just staring at my phone, and you guys are just watching me. Your likenesses are always so great, Mrs. A. Your characters always look like themselves. Like, I don't know how to describe that, but again, I feel like my art style continuously fluctuates, and like Lark looks sort of like Lark in everyone. You can tell it's supposed to be Lark because they got the same parts, but they don't really look the same in everyone. Whereas I feel like your characters always have a really good likeness to each other. Like Joe looks like Joe in everyone. Clark looks like Clark in everyone. Like they all look amazing. Anyway, gushing. Hoy! It's the other James. The other James is in the house. I was mentioning you a little while ago, James, because we were trying to do some choreographed scribbling here. Trademark the other James quote. Choreographed scribbling, but to draw this little dragon we've just been warming up. We've been doing stuff. I don't know how long you've been here, James, but it's been a disaster for everybody involved. I'm sorry, everybody. Now you all have to watch it again because I'm going to make James look. So we started off drawing some really just going haywire, right? We just wanted to get into this. Just break into our sketchbook. So we were just like, yo! The other James. Check out their YouTube channel. Yeah. They do live streams too, and it's freaking awesome. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know about how much sweat, blood, and tears you put in, but you must put in a lot, Mrs. A, because like legit, like I know I always talk about it, but your anatomy is just phenomenal, and your character work is just amazing. And just blah 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 blah. Yeah, I was telling them about your choreographed scribbling, James, for your Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Then we drew some hideous stuff. I tried to work with some markers, which bled through, and I've spilled some coffee here intentionally, and then I tried to make it into a heart, and it looked very good. Tried to draw some crystals. They look like crap. Okay, don't bash yourself. Don't bash yourself, man. It's okay. It looks nice. It's a sketchbook. That's what it's here for. Drew this weird pumpkin, and then we actually tried to hunker down and try to draw something somewhat nice and take some time. So we drew this little, I think his name's Spark, the dragon, but it's not terrible. Not the greatest. Again, actually, that's funny because I was telling the other James today as well, or maybe last night or something, but saying how sincerely tough likenesses are, like both in like your own OCs, or at least in my own OCs personally. I have a hard time getting everybody to look how I want them to look consistently across pages, especially when you're trying to do like a comic or sequential art. That's a really big challenge. And James was just mentioning, I don't want to like call you out, but it was just mentioning about one of his portraits, maybe not looking exactly like the likeness of who they were supposed to be. And I just think like it's so hard, and it's so subtle to get likenesses right. There you go. James is seeing it right there anyway. But yeah, sorry to call you out. But anyway, James just said that, yeah, he didn't, he said in the chat there that Wednesday Addams didn't quite look like Jenna Ortega per se, and that's okay, and that's tough, man. Likenesses are hard, and like even painting murals, like I paint murals professionally, and we often project them first, so we kind of like can get some of the things almost traced in and like broken in at the beginning, but then we use photographs to like finish them up, and it's so frustrating when you're like trying to paint Elvis Presley or like Marilyn Monroe or whatever, like an actual rock star, like somebody people know for sure and recognize, and you're just like, you can tell it's supposed to be Elvis, but you're like, what is wrong? Like, why? And it's just like, it's the subtlest things. It's like, it's the comparison between angles, and it's like, your brain thinks that like, all these two eyes go this way or whatever. It's like, oh, actually their eye is just slightly lower, and that's just what makes them, you know, unique and beautiful. And it's like, it's crazy, but yeah, join a little gang on BSKY. Yeah, Serene's on there. They're World Serendipity. I'll even, you guys, oh, the guys are all like, you know, little chat, little friends, neighbors, making friends and stuff. What's this all about? Where is that? Yes, name. Yeah, I'm getting all distracted now. I'm getting all chatty and distracted as usual, but that's okay. It's alright. I hear my cat up. Means my wife is up. There we go. I think it's... Is that right? I think that's right. You should check out their comic if you're out there. Ooh, they got so many things on the go, comics and games and stuff. All right, Wonder Card. I still haven't set this up on my computer, but let's do a spin. Hard to turn this. I always have to turn it back. Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Oh yeah, Wild Thing. I think I love you. All right. You know what? Let's do, if we're doing traditional drawing, let's do traditional cards. Let's do one of our actual Wonder Cards. I'm gonna find a Wild Thing in here. Oh, this is the second player deck. I want that. Different colors. Where's my deck? Oh yeah. We doing Wonder Cards now, baby. Oh yeah. We got Brant the Breeze Lancer. We saw that before. Okay, we gotta find a wild thing. Okay, I gotta turn this up because this is all gonna fall down. Spoilers. Lark. Blandia. Stormwing. We did Stormwing a little while ago. It's one of our Waytaker cards. It means you can mount Stormwing, and Stormwing gives you special abilities like Counter Strike and stuff like that. It's pretty sweet. You can also dodge ground-based attacks. Oh yeah. Ooh. Princess Zayla the Princess. Miro the Meadowmender. Black Woos. Oh, Toby got me with that one when we played. I know, it's so cool. Honestly, Mrs. M, Mrs. A, Mrs. I wanted to make you a card. That's why I've been sort of stalling on sending you some stuff, because I was going to make you a physical card. I wanted to make you like some sort of card based on your lore. I was going to make a secret crystal or something. And I just haven't had the time. So I'm sorry, but I really want to. Blandian Borrower, Wisdom. I thought it would just be cool to have a sort of one of your lore cards for fun. But there we go. Okay, we got a wild thing. Oh, thanks. Yeah. They get the backing on them. Worlds. Is that what you mean? So cool. Those are the backing. Those are pretty cool. But yeah, this is the back of our cards. Again, if anyone hasn't seen these, I guess I don't know if anyone was here for the trading card game reveal back on the live stream. This is last week. This is our trading card game, Warp Worlds, the Wispening trading card game. So these are all different wisp types. The Wispening is both a kind of a nod and a joke parody name like the Magic the Gathering, but the Wispening actually does have a reason in the game, which is when you have too many of certain types of wisp energies or a balance of all the wisp types, the Wispening phase gets activated, and that means a variety of different things depending on your cards. So it's pretty cool. Basically, it means like the energies in the Wonderverse are either unbalanced or balanced, but it either creates like a evolution or a complete destruction and reset of the Wonderverse. So. And then you all have to get rid of your energy cards and stuff. You know. Anyway, we won't go to it. We're doing a wild thing. This is one of our wild things on our alpha cards right now. It's a little bit blurry. It's hard to see. That's the worst part, I guess. Maybe we will have to show it on the other screen. Well, this is a Chimkin. It's one of our classics. Because I haven't really revealed or shown too many other creatures or worked on any. Maybe we should do a Dust Bunny card soon. And we also want to do a Cactus Gecko card. So I will actually show the physical card on this screen. In a second. Sorry, it's taking so long. Yeah, I don't know if this is my these are my counter cards. So I've got these two. Just doing this while this is taking a second here to load. This is too so hard. I'm trying to do too many things at once. These are to count your stats and stuff, if you'd like. So you can slide this up underneath your cards. So as they take damage, you can slide it until they're wiped out, or you know, counter different things like that. Come on, why is it taking so long? Oh, it is on that. That's why it's on the other screen. I see. I'm ridiculous. Sorry, fam. Sorry, friends. Well, you're out there. Well, we got a little bit of a a lull in the stream here. Do feel free to, if you've enjoyed this, even if you've hated this, feel free to drop a little thumbs up, give us a little like on this video. really helps pick it up on the algorithm. And if anyone out there's watching this or on the replay, oh, this is that scary song. I thought I deleted this. This haunts me. I don't like it. It's creepy. Okay, sorry. I am trying to do too many things. Check the description of the video and you can find all kinds of different links to all of the content and concept art and cool like Wonder Weaver fan art we've got and different things like that. You can find all those links in the description of the video. You can also support the stream if you're interested. One day, actually pretty soon, I think what I'm going to do is a donations for doodle stream, and we can kind of like maybe split some donations between a cause of some sort, and I'll just kind of draw whatever people want for like a buck a minute or something. Maybe like $10 or $5 gets you 10 minutes or something. Or we just draw some fun stuff. The wife! Uh-oh, the wife has risen. The wife. Hi, wife. I'm heading towards you momentarily. We've got a disaster here, as you can see. We're on our... Wait, oh yeah, I was gonna do this like super cute hold screen before with this, with all the pencil crayons while I was trying to set stuff up. Welcome to Warp Worlds, doing a stream. Actually, I do have the thing here. Okay, so we're so close, everybody, and then I can. Oh, or this webcam. Or this webcam. We did it! We did it! Oh my goodness, we did it! Okay. Okay, people, we did it, people. We're gonna be able to figure this out. But I want to turn off, sorry, world serendipity, I'm just turning that off for a few seconds. Alright. My screen is all over the weirdness. We got our Wild Thing card, our brown chimkin. Scratchy Bonker. There'll be maybe different versions depending on what their abilities are. This one is Scratch and Bonk, so we call them Scratchy Bonker. There's they also have stuff like Peck, I think is another one of theirs. So it might be like Pecky Bonker or like Scratchy Pecker. Never mind that. Okay, Wild Thing. This is their card name. Brown Chimkin. This is their sort of tagline or their subtitle. So they're Scratchy Bonker, and their Wild Thing. That's their type. This might be replaced later on with a symbol, like an icon or a glyph that represents Wild Thing. So we don't have words. Usually there should be a weight here, but these are a bit older of our alpha cards. So this should be probably medium, maybe small. The wife. It's beautiful. You're a beautiful wife. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you and little baby are okay. There should be a sword symbol here too, but again, these cards are a little bit older. Sorry, these are all alpha cards, so they're not necessarily going to be final cards or make them in, and they'll be obviously more colored and with art and more contrast and such. But never mind, Tara. Don't write that in the comments. So this should be their attack. So it should be a sword here behind this usually, but this is their attack. They have an attack power of 10. They have no defense. They're defenseless because they're just a little chimkin. Sorry, I forgot up here, this is 1. This is their wonder level, meaning sort of the overall power of their card and the cost that it takes to bring them into play. So every player gets 3 wonder points at the top of their turn. Bloop! And you can carry them over to your next turn if you like, or you can use them in your turn or save them or whatever. So this would cost you 1 wonder point, and you would have technically 2 more remaining to make any other actions during that turn if you'd like. This is their their well-being. See, I got too many W's, I can't even keep it up. Well-being, that's sort of like hit points. So they have 15 hit points. They're not very strong, and they're not very strong at attacking. Bakook, says the chimkin. That is their phrase. that they use, Bakuk or Bakuk or Kook, you know, those kinds of things. They are an aviprimate, so they're a cross between a chicken sort of and a chimpanzee, so chimkin. Makook! Like a monkey and a chicken. Okay. Ground. They're a ground unit. They're a living unit, meaning they're not like a construct or robot or anything like that. And they are weak against ice, which we've changed the name to Cryos. And I would probably use a icon here as well. I use the cards. It's taking a long time. Scratch. This is one of their wits. So these are the wits here, which are basically their abilities. So one of their wits is Scratch, which does 15 well-being damage and costs 2 wonder points. So if you played this card and you had 3 wonder points, you could play the card for 1 wonder point, and then you could scratch for 2 wonder points. There is also a Flux, Wonder Flux synergy that if you play this card, you can do an ability for 1 less wonder point as well. So actually, this would probably be 1 wonder point. Anyway, we'll get into the mechanics too much. If the target's wonder value, wonder level up here is odds, Scratch also causes infection, which means the target receives damage at the end of each of their turns, beginning at 5 well-being damage and increasing by 5 each turn until cured, wiped out, or withdrawn. So basically they get infected and they keep getting more and more damaged as they go and they fix it. But that is if the card they're attacking, their wonder value up to their wonder level is odd. So if it's a 1, 3, 5, I don't think we'll get 7. Bonk does 10. Choose a target to whip for wonder value. So they flip their card, their top of their deck, and whatever this wonder value is. So whip is like a draw. If their card's wonder value is 3 or higher, target receives 10 damage and is stunned, meaning they cannot perform any action, and their defenses are lowered for 1 round, or until successfully attacked. But if it is a 2 or lower, their wonder value, then the target receives 10 damage, but Chimkin becomes stunned. So then the Chimkin card has their defenses lowered and they may not perform any action for 1 round. That was just sort of a randomized idea of like the Chimkin bonking into them and then kind of stunning them own self by doing it incorrectly, you know. And I don't know if you can see quite well down here because this is weird stripe, but this is the world origin of the card Blandia down here. Our copyright 2023 because it's a bit of an older card. Series 1 common card and number 3, but these might change obviously. That's our Chimkin. It takes so long. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there, people. Almost there, people. Okay. I don't know, every time I say people, I feel like I'm talking like Johnny Rose. Okay, people, just pick up. We're doing the rollout. What was I doing? I was going to show you guys a Chimkin. If anybody out there doesn't know what a Chimkin is, okay, I can show you what that is. So you guys can like gaze upon my beauty. Hi guys. Hey out there. I dyed my face and my head. If you're tuning in now, it's darker, it's crooked. It's fine. We're gonna see. Chimkin, let's show you guys. I think you guys sort of know what Chimkins look like, most of you out there who's actually watching, because you guys are so cool. You're all like so wonderful community friends. But anybody who's watching who hasn't seen what Chimkin looks like, who hasn't seen a Chimkin? Holy, this is slow. This is one of the more finished pieces I did of a Chimkin. A gray Chimkin on a gray background. Oh, Eugene. Oh, this is awfully high, isn't it? You're looking at the top of my head, aren't you? There we go. Okay. Did it, people. Here we go. We get some Chimkins. Okay. So there's a Chimkin. They basically look like a potato mixed with a chimpanzee and a chicken. They're cute. Maybe not. Whatever. They're kind of goofy. You got some cool. You guys are gonna be seeing some sneaky cards. Oh yeah, see, like these are sort of some rough ideas of what I'd like the cards to end up looking like, sort of in the end. This is again not super clean or a great idea, but we'll probably try to make sure that these wordings and things are way clearer. But this was just a quick slap down of one of my old Lark pieces, so it doesn't even match the drawing. Like this says Stormwing and this is Lark and whatever, but anyhow, getting distracted. I don't think I have too many other good Chimkin pictures. No, y'all don't need to take. Okay. Alright. Well, we do have Chimkin skeleton. With secret crystal eyeballs. It's a skelly. So this is what the internal structure of a Chimkin looks like. So they kind of got like a... this is really nice Chimkin teeth, actually. Usually their teeth are really crooked, so this is a fine specimen. It's like almost like it was made with this ruler, but... this is Chimkin skeleton that we made for Mrs. Artisan on our Patreon. We gotta make some more Wonder, actually. If you have any ideas, Serene or Toby, for yours, like, no, because I want to try to fill that out for people too. That up. But yeah, this Chimkin skeleton, I don't know, I was making up. They have a couple ribs, some long tail flappers, and there's some glowing blue secret crystals from another world. Okay, let's do a quick Patreon thing, and then let's say our goodbyes. We got J.R. Timmerman. We got World Serendipity in the house. Seren's in the house. We got Indie Game Origin. We've got Matthew DeRoche in the house. No, not in the house. He's probably in his house though, which is not near here. Puff, thank you so much for always joining us. I don't think you were here today, but wonderful. Richard Pringle, awesome. Thank you for being... I stopped finger dancing. I had to focus here. Belle Sheepy, Mrs. Artisan just drew Belle Sheepy's character Belle. You should check them out. They did a really beautiful character rendition of them. They've got some cool sheepy horns and stuff. So check out right next there, right below, Mrs. Artisan. Check out them, mrsartisan.bsky.social. And they've also got like Ko-fi and stuff as well. Get some sketch comms and stuff. Get some commissions. Get some raffles maybe when they do it again. Stop dancing. The other James, are you still here, the other James? If not, hey, thanks for stopping by. If so, hey, thanks for stopping by. We've got, check out the other James' YouTube channel, and they've got awesome Discord, all kinds of rad stuff. Magic Chemist also making a card game. Really cool aspects of Aurum. You should check them out, magicchemist.bsky.social. Tobias Washburn, I don't know if you got any links there, Tobias. I don't ever really like promote your stuff, but Tobias is crazy. They got all kinds of talents and art skills and everything, and you should check out them. Maybe you could just Google them. And we got Nico M, who is also probably in his house. My dog is up in the window. Yeah. Thank you so much to all the patrons. Thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to anybody out there who even stopped by for a second or who stayed for quite some time, like Mrs. Artisan and Serene. Again, thank you. You guys are incredible. Seriously, I owe you so much, and I wouldn't be here without you. Legitimately, sincerely, I mean it. And never any pressure, never any obligation to come ever time or ever again. But it's always wonderful to have you, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll do maybe a little... I'm not going to do a quick recap of the sketch downwards because it'll take me too long to switch my cameras, but if you'd like to become a patron, you can do it on patreon.com/warpworlds. If you'd like to donate or join us on Ko-fi, you can do that. ko-fi.com/warpworlds. And you can check the link and all that in descriptions. Please give this video a like if you do, and share it if you wouldn't mind, because it really helps the channel grow. Oh, I'm already ripping my sketchbook. I ripped it. We started a sketchbook today, and we did terrible on purpose, but it's okay. We'll do a quick little thing. Oh man, you're a pleasure, Serene. Thank you for being here, and thank you. Oh, I forgot I always have this thing, so that I don't wheeze in the camera as much breathing. But thank you guys seriously for coming. Again, I want to make these a little bit better, so hopefully this one was a little bit weird and lame to just start a sketchbook. We were just sketching and being absolutely crazy with some colored pencils and some markers. And just to sort of break through the barrier of being afraid of starting a sketchbook. I always feel like we want things to be perfect, and sometimes it's not about that. It's just about experimenting and just drawing. So we tried out some of my Ohuhu markers. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but they're pretty good. They're just I'm not good with markers. So they were intense, and we drew some, oh, that's this hand. We drew some coffee stain hearts and crystals, and a really weird pumpkin. Wahahaha. And then we tried to hunker down for a little bit. Maybe draw some Spark, our little dragon friend here. This is all backwards. Whoa, shoot. Yeah. But then some Woozmites concepts from Tobias in the chat and from our Discord, and Patreon as well. And then we had some suggestions from Mrs. A to do some dust bunnies, so we drew some dust bunnies here. They're pretty simple and goofy, but they're a part of our lore, and I think they're pretty fun. An older one, some like crispy hairs coming out. They poof in and out of existence, so this one's telepoofing. Boop. That's what we drew in our sketchbook today, and then we did a live reveal of our Scratchy Bonker Chimkin. Scratchy. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Not sure what's going on this week yet because I got rehearsals, but I would like to do one maybe tomorrow. Probably Wednesday and probably Friday. Maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, but I will keep y'all posted. And start doing my Captain Jack stuff today. Until next time. Take care, Savvy. Pirate. How come? Yeah, there we go. Love y'all.